What's up, Dweebs, and welcome to this week's episode of Mr. Satan's DweebCast. I'm your host, Mr. Satan, and this week I have at It's Elijah Boy on Instagram and Twitch. Follow him. He is a content creator and a streamer and a cosplayer and a photographer. Dude does it all. He shares a lot of the same interests, hobbies that I do, and then some. And it's really fun to pick his brain. We talk about the anime that he got into and when. Very pure story. It's heartwarming. We talk about One Piece. We talk about Naruto. We talk about some spoilers on Black Clover. Be warned, there's a spoiler alert that comes up. You know the deal. And then we talk about being bullied in high school and how anime helped us. And this episode captured everything that I like doing about this podcast. Everything that I like about this podcast is captured within this one episode. So please do me a favor, watch the whole thing. You will not be disappointed. He is a fun guest, and it was great getting to know Elijah. Without further ado, here it is. Also, make sure to comment, like, subscribe. You know the deal. What's up, Dweebs? I'm here with at It's Elijah Boy on Instagram and Twitch. Check him out. He does streaming. He's a creator. I don't know, man. Can you describe a little bit about what you do to my audience a little bit?
Yeah, so I'm not only a content creator, I'm an actor. That's my main career. I'm a filmmaker. I'm a photographer. I'm a dancer. I'm a photographer. And so I mostly do, and I play baseball, a little baseball on the side. But other than that, I'm an actor full time.
Awesome, man. Awesome. And you got some actual like credits to your name. What we were just conversing about on Instagram. That's really cool, man.
Yeah,
I didn't know that going in.
I did
awesome.
a couple of TV shows already. I worked on Brooklyn 99, You're the Worst, and Snowfall. And social media wise, I work with a couple of social media stars already, like King Vader, Was Good, JoJo, Irvin, Pierre, and a lot more people too, mostly.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. And I was really excited to hear that you mentioned something about a Jedi series that you're working on, because
Yeah.
not only do I like to geek out about anime on this channel, but I'm thinking about
Love
delving
Star
down like
Wars.
Harry Potter, Star
Oh
Wars,
yes,
the other fan lanes.
yeah, I love Harry Potter. I love Star Wars, and I definitely love Lord of the Rings.
Hell
That's
yeah, man.
because I think I would love to recreate all three of them. That's like, because I'm a geek myself, so I like watching those kind of stuff myself. But am working on a Jedi series right now. I'm filming the first intro part tomorrow, and I could talk about a little bit of the base of it if you want me to.
I would love for you to. I was hoping you would, please.
Okay. So this guy, his name is I'm still trying to think of this guy's name, but he is a Jedi Master. He's been a Jedi Master for the longest time. And this is the first part of the video is going to be mostly about like how he got started and all that. So the first episode that I'm filming tomorrow is he's already been through everything. You watch Naruto, Boruto, you know how they show the beginning, like he became the Hokage already, and then they go back to how he has like My Hero too. And so this guy's ability is he could fight without his eyes open because his eyes is all blue, and once he's opened his eyes up, it's impossible to stop him because he used the force in his eyes instead of his hands or anything else. So like it's like really hard to defeat him. Like if he wants to use a lightsaber, he can. He could use it by, of course, picking up by his hands and all that. But he doesn't even have to hold the lightsaber in his hand to use it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So he could just the possibilities with that are cool, and it would be just cool to watch like visually. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
How many people do you have working on this project? Like at least just the first episode going in tomorrow.
I would say I have like 8 people going into it. Me, Tree, Bay, Ninja, Jeremiah, I mean Jeremy. Sorry, I always say his name right. And then a couple other people too. I was trying to get
Gotcha.
Crystal, but Crystal's busy tomorrow.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
I bet she's a lot of fun on those kind of uh
Oh, that's my
those kind of
that's my.
videos.
I
Lots of
know.
energy.
She's amazing. She's awesome. She's like she's like an angel mostly.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So you're friends with her. That's how we got linked up. She
Mm-hmm.
shouted out on her Instagram, and because I don't know, not many dudes want to talk about why they're into what they're into. They just want to
Mm-hmm.
say what their favorite is and move on. And I don't really give a shit what's your favorite if you can't tell me why it's your favorite. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
man?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Uh,
saying?
I was just about to say something, but then I totally forgot.
All good, man. My bad.
Yeah.
How about this? Let's start with your anime history, man. Go all the
Okay.
way back. What age did
Ooh.
you start watching any? But like, I'm talking Pokemon being considered
Oh
even
no,
like.
no. I was around when Naruto first started. I'm 23 years old.
Okay, okay.
So I started out watching Naruto when I was like 8 or 9 years old, 10 years old. My older brother, he's 3 years older than me. He got me into Naruto by he brung this like for the first ever episode in like a DVD to the house, and he
Oh
put it
shit.
on, and I just started watching. I said, "Rick, bro, what's this?" I said, "Just watch it." And then so he got me into it more,
Do you
and
know which
then
episodes it was? Was
it
it
was
just like the first few?
episode one, two, and three, because it was only like a 5 episode in like one
Oh
movie.
shit, that's enough to get you hooked, bro. What age? What age do you think?
9.
Ooh, bro, you show a 9-year-old the first 3 episodes of Shippuden or
No,
original
no, no,
Naruto?
no. Original. I grew up
Oh,
watching Naruto
hell
when
yeah.
Naruto first
Hell
started,
yeah.
and
Mad respect to you.
not only me, my little sister's into it too. We got into it at the same time. So what we do every single day is like when we got home, we go in the backyard, and then we actually we pick a character. I always was Naruto. No, I was Sasuke for no. I think I was Naruto or Sasuke, but my brother was playing Sasuke, and then my sister played Sakura, and we played Ninja in the backyard as like
Hell yeah,
9 or
with 3 of you. Oh my gosh, that's the perfect because there's 2 boys and a girl. That's and you're all close
yeah.
enough in age.
So it was actually
Damn,
a
dream
lot of
team.
fun. And then
Bro, dream team. You guys need like everyone in your
yeah,
family, all your siblings need like a Team 7 tattoo or some shit, man.
I
That's
that's what
dope.
I need. But I'm not T7. That's not my team. No, I'm team 8, I think. No, 9.
Who's that? Which one is that?
INOSHIKACHO.
INOSHIKACHO. Yeah.
And I'm
Dude,
Choji. I'm
they
Choji.
hell yeah, bro. Choji gain I feel like I can relate most to Choji too, especially like that whole arc with him having to not wanting to hit Asuma when he was resurrected in the fourth Great Ninja
Mm-hmm.
War. That whole arc, if you don't like have an undying love for Choji, you already had an undying love for
I
Shikamaru
know.
because of his earlier arc. But after that, if you don't love Choji after that, then I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if we can be friends really, bro. Like
Because Choji, like, just they like how they showed him in the beginning. Yeah, he's chubby, but he could mess somebody up. Like no matter what, like
right.
he's stronger. Not only in his butterfly wings, but like other than that, everybody was going hard. Like you see Choji now. Choji got a really like even though there's Sakura and Sasuke together, and then Naruto and Hinata, but Choji and his wife.
Oh yeah, Choji got the babe. It was
I
surprising.
know, with
And
yellow
he looks like he
eyes.
works at like a Blockbuster though. He really looks like he managed a Blockbuster or like a Little Caesars. That's what he fucking looks
Yeah.
like right now. It bothers me that he didn't get to stay skinny and pretty after he like had that, went through that.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it's
But
more
now he's
of
like
a
40,
comedic
so that's
thing.
like 40 years old, I think.
Bro, he's like, I kind of
30
gave up.
something. Yeah.
For the first 10 years after the fourth Great Ninja War, maybe, but after that, you just kind of put on the bounds.
I know. This is
But dude,
hilarious.
what did you so when watching as a kid, what was it that hooked you first? Was it just
Um,
the fight scenes and that were like was applicable to you and your like siblings? Like, was it like that really brought, or was there something else within it that you really enjoyed? Was it the art style? Had you seen other things with that art style yet? Maybe.
I'm trying to think what actually got me hooked to it. I think I just got hooked to it because my older brother was hooked to it. But other than that, I think it was like the like his story. Like in the beginning of his story, even though I was young, I still kind of understand what he went through because I was kind of like during like no, I was not in middle school at 9 years old. Hold on, 10 years old. I was in elementary school, but like I kind of understand like nobody didn't really
A
like him
sixth,
because
seventh
how he
grade.
was. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, man. I think that's I didn't watch Naruto until later on in life, but I relate so hard with it for similar
Mhm.
reasons, and I like to think most people do because uh I I was the dude that got
Your dog,
that
your
that
dog.
got oh he's all good, man. That's how tall he is, by the way. He's a Great Dane, bro.
Dang,
That's just
that's
his head level.
adorable.
He's not like jumping up or nothing. He's
Yeah.
just walking near me.
I'm a big dog lover, so I love dogs. That's like the number one thing.
Oh, dude. Do
Yeah.
you have any pets?
I have seven, but it's not at the house I'm at now. It's at my mom's house, but I have seven dogs
Oh, hell yeah.
and
What kind of
one
dogs you
cat.
got, man?
I'm German Shepherd, Labrador, Pit, and Pit mix.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Nice. That's awesome, man.
they're
Yeah.
adorable.
I don't, there's not dog, I don't like. I
Yeah.
also have two, so I have the biggest dog, right? I got a Great Dane, and then I have two miniature dachshunds that are from the same litter. They're brother and sister.
Mhm.
And so I have the biggest dog and then the littlest dogs.
How's some
But I love
How old are they?
uh Great Dane just turned 5 and the Wiener dogs just turned 3.
3. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And I have a cat too. Yeah, I feel you,
That's
dude. I'm a big animal
adorable.
lover, and I love seeing animals in uh anime. That's why I wish Kiba had a bigger role to play throughout
I know
Naruto. I
that's
thought
his dog.
when you watch original Naruto, you're like, oh shit, Kiba's a key player. And then he becomes just less and less and less, in my opinion. He's just
Um,
just fang over fang over and over.
actually, in Shippuden, he actually grew up a lot better, and they showed him more. But the one that I never ever understand, I think, was a side character, and even in Baruto, he looks weird. Shino.
I wanted better for Shino. I did not want him to become Aruka Sensei. What the fuck
He's
was that
quiet.
bullshit?
He's quiet.
He's
He's
a
weird.
shy little bitch that plays with bugs. God damn it. He had that like in the beginning of Naruto, he had that like angle he could have been like the cool, creepy, like badass dude. But
Hmm.
no, that he became the weird needy friend that feels I mean like yes, represent that character type as well, but like I thought he could have been cool is all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
It is so weird. What else am I about to say? So after Naruto, I would say like
Yeah.
now to is One Piece. I'm like I
You're one
put
of
One
the
Piece.
brave people that watches all One Piece.
Yeah, I'm one of those people who actually watch Ashley twice already. This like last year I watched all the way through, and then the year before that I watched all the way through again. But this year I'm kind of wait because I watch new episodes now, so that's why because they make new episodes Japanese. But other than that, I put One Piece on top of everything.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
So
you
you
can
got put
actually
on the net
let me
in the
let me let
beginning,
me
huh?
let me see if I can turn my camera around.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
wait. How do I turn my
Oh shit! I
like?
saw it for a second.
Damn
Oh,
it! There we go. There's
hey. Dude, that's awesome.
Not done yet.
I always ask people at point through, oh, the Zoro. Hey, that's a big ass brawly, bro. Wait, was that Android 18?
Yo.
Hey, that's a cool like alternate outfit of that.
Mhm. And then
Damn,
that's it. I'm not even done
damn.
collecting. I still got. Wait. I still got so much stuff to collect still.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. What would you say would be the next figure you'd like? Maybe you put on your Amazon wish list.
Cause I work at GameStop, so I get first dibs for stuff.
Oh,
So next stash I'm getting is Law,
dude. Okay,
and that's like
so
$98.
damn. Okay, so do you play Jump Force?
Yes, I do, but I don't really play it that much because I don't really like it that much.
Right. I was one of those people that bought into it before I pre-ordered that shit,
I
deluxe
did
edition.
too.
Deluxe edition, bro. I was ready. I was like, this could be the best game there ever was. They
But
finally
then,
doing it.
but then it turns out not what you expected.
No. You're like, you get what we promised, but that's literally it. That's it. Like what you saw, that's all you
Mm-hmm.
get. It's not more than that. It's that. And like the thing that I think bothered me most is like the walking around and doing the story shit felt like
Mm-hmm.
playing a Nintendo 3DS game with like the click through dialogue while a character stands there and like doesn't move. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And so it felt like a Game Boy game, but like with a 3D Unreal 3D engine. Like
And
I don't know.
I kind of think they're gonna make it better like later on down the line and all that. Like
Well,
when they add more stuff.
my friend, did you see who they added this month for the DLC?
No.
Well, they've said it the last 2 months. They've added 4 characters the last 2 months, and it's my favorites. I fucking So the first set was Toshiro Hitagaya from Bleach,
Okay. Ooh.
and it's the 1,000 Year Blood War version. So his Bankai is him becoming older and
Oh,
like
okay.
looks dope as fuck. And you can one of his moves is like the big like wings and shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's everything you want. It's everything you want. And then the other one for the last month was Madara. But I was a little
They
disappointed in
added
the
Madara.
bro. They added
Oh
Madara,
my
but
gosh.
this month's editions will blow your mind more. But let me talk about the Madara adding 1 second. Because it's the like undead Madara with 2 Renegons.
Mm-hmm.
The reincarnated Madara, 2 Renegons. He doesn't when you do use his ability, he doesn't like become the like 6 paths Madara
Okay.
or like anything. He just gets an aura and uses like the Susanoo as a giant finishing move, like a
Mm-hmm.
perfect Susanoo. And you're like, yeah, everybody else that uses a suit like Kakashi and Sasuke in this are already way better.
Mm-hmm.
But what they did do right were this month's characters. This month's characters are like gonna be staples in my team forever. Grimjow Jagajack
I never heard Grinjo Jack before.
from
Or
Bleach.
yeah, I
He's
haven't really. I stopped after they save Aruka, and then that's it.
oh man, I highly recommend going back sometime. Grimjow is a
Yeah,
badass.
I can't. I don't know why, but like because I watched Bleach for the past like 5 years. So I said, oh yeah, I'm gonna start all over again. This will be awesome. I have myself. I'm gonna eat me some hot fries and just chill. I'm just marathon this all day. I marathoned for like one whole day, and I got all the way up to after they save Aruka and like into like a little bit of season 2, and then all of a sudden I said I'm over it.
I feel you.
Like I don't know why, but it doesn't have that feel after that because they mostly went to go save Aruka and they saved her.
Yeah, the next entire so what Bleach did is they after the first season there was an entire arc of filler that
Okay.
wasn't, and it's this weird like vampire bount arc is what they call it.
Okay.
And It's not that good, and you can completely skip over it. It's non-canon, like.
Mhm.
And when you get back to it, then you like, oh, this is how the show continues on. Because you have to give, there's certain shows, and I need to do this with other shows myself as well. There's certain shows you have to give a chance to
Mhm.
like you may have enjoyed, if you enjoyed it for one arc, give the chance to rebound, calm down a sec, and then reintroduce a whole new
Mhm.
struggle, because a lot of the time you think there's no other way that it can go, but then eventually when you do go back you're like, I had no idea, and then they have like 8 more fucking seasons of
Mhm.
them finding a new way to delve deeper into that problem that you're interested in, and you thought it was capped there, you know.
Yeah.
I have that problem a lot too, though. There's many series I have done that with. I prefer dubs. I am not a full-fledged weeb. That's why
I would
I
say I would say dub is good, but that has to have like really good like voice actors. But if they don't, then sub is all the way because it's I like
Ooh. Do you have a favorite current airing dub?
dub. I would say Doctor Stone a little bit. Definitely My Hero Academia. That's like double one thing. But Demon Slayer is really good. My friend just got cast as one of the voice actor for Demon Slayer.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Do you know what character, or can you reveal? Or
He's gonna be playing the guy from you know the when before you saw all the episode of Demon Slayer, right?
yeah,
Okay, so remember the scene when he was going to go get his license and all that, and then there was like 3 people left.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
you know the guy with the scar?
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
he's gonna
yep.
be playing him.
That guy's badass. That's
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
Yeah, that's why they have to show his voice through this whole first season because they couldn't find a voice actor for him.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah.
Wow, wow. Okay. So my favorite of the currently airing one, though, I think Black Clover has some of the
But
best voice acting.
oh, dang it! That's like my first. Oh my god, I totally forgot about Black Clover.
Oh, man, that
Oh man,
show is one of my favorites currently airing.
the first.
Can you
Uh, wow, I could say so much about Black Clover. Like yeah, like my friend Cameron Lowe. They also are YouTubers. They have a YouTube channel and they actually is growing right now. They do vlogs, they do pranks and all that. Cam does like special effects and all that. And he told me that he doesn't really like Black Clover because the guy is too annoying. He keeps yelling every time.
Okay, I have heard this complaint through many people, and it's because if you go back and watch it, have you tried to go back and show somebody?
Yeah, actually, I watched the first episode all the way up until now.
It does yell a lot in the beginning.
He
I will
does,
sympathize.
but he
But
grows
once you get
up.
past that, yeah, there's character development real quick.
Uh huh.
And then it just becomes him wanting to be buff, and then it's kind of funny. It
And
like
then
loses
now
its like,
he wants to get that. He still want to get after his sister, that girl. Like he still wants her to marry
yeah, he
him.
still
That's
wants
the even
that
the
sister
episode
Lily,
today.
bro.
His when every time she sees him, she still wants to get at her. That's the funniest thing about it. And tomorrow's a new
What
episode, so
episode are you on? Oh, see, I
I
started
watched.
watching the subs on that one. I started watching the subs on that one because I love it so much.
Yeah, I just started watching. I'm not gonna go to sub. I like the dub too much.
I feel you. I
I
feel you.
think the last episode that I saw was when they just got to the cat. No, they finished at the castle. What was the last one? I'm trying to remember the last episode.
So that's a perfect show to example on pacing, that like you give them 1 to 2 episodes if you're like, where are they gonna go? And then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, and you're like, I feel like they like don't let you catch your breath sometimes.
Mm-hmm. They have you waiting, like you say, oh, I can't wait for next episode, and then is even more better, and it's oh man, I can't wait for next week and next week coming. It keeps the week
Yeah,
going
the fact that they
faster.
switched to going to go week by week with the airing, it really it makes something to look forward to, and it creates kind of a whole
Mm-hmm.
a tighter fan base because it has all of us that's why I like to do this podcast. I like to like talk to people. I'm like, dude, so you saw that, what do you think's gonna happen next week? I love having friends to
Uh-huh.
bounce those ideas and have those conversations with, and a show
Because
that never ends.
that's like One Piece. Somebody told me that you know how the Wizard King died, right? I heard from somebody
Ooh.
that he doesn't die. He's still alive. He just went he has his power makes him go back to a kid. So like if he dies, the light like goes right to the kid. That's
Ah,
what I heard
fuck.
from somebody, but I don't know if
Ah,
it's
shit.
true or
Ah,
not.
shit. Ah, shit. Bro, fuck.
I don't know if it's
I'm
true.
speechless. I'm speechless. Why
I
would
am
you do
too.
that, bro? You
I
just dropped facts.
I don't
Oh.
know. I don't know if it's true or not. That's the thing. Oh, should I not? That's
Oh man, I'm just gonna like sit. I just need to sit in that for a second. What?
just let it.
If Julius isn't dead, then
Because you remember when they was fighting
yeah, no, it makes sense. I immediately went back. It makes sense.
and how he was like going through time and all that, mostly like because he could set time like fast, he could set time slow, he could go back in time and all that. So I think that's what happened.
He just dipped out. He just dipped out.
No, he didn't really dip out, but he's in the same era still. So during they were fighting, but I think like his body. So it's kind of like I think, in my opinion, I think it's kind of like a phoenix. So you know what
Oh.
a phoenix does, right? They
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
they
Oh,
they
bro, Harry Potter
but
fan. Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know if it's like that. Oh, that's the other thing about Harry Potter. I'm making a big, huge series episodes of Hood Potter.
Oh shit. Do you know what like it's based on or anything?
Oh
Like,
yeah, it's gonna be mostly about it's gonna base off the movie a little bit, but the hood version. So it's gonna be
okay.
a guy who grew up into the hood, and he gets something in the mail. Somebody knocks. I actually have the trailer slash intro in my Instagram feed if you want to check it out later. Um, and it's mostly about like me getting this wand and teleporting somewhere, and I'm gonna teleport to this cave that Dumbledore and Hagrid's gonna come out and talk to me about this place that I need to go train because these people wants to come kill me, and that's gonna be
Okay.
because it's kind of like the hood a little bit. So I'm basing it off.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's awesome, man. I
it
mean, I got
is.
like Deathly Hallows tattoo and shit. Like, I'm huge into Harry Potter. I mean, I got Star Wars tattoo, so I feel you on the Star Wars shit.
I
I
can't wait
feel
for
you,
that
man.
new movie. That new movie that's coming
Oh
out.
man, yeah, I'm visiting some family for the holidays and up in Seattle, and
Okay.
me and all my family like are huge Star Wars fans. So I'm gonna have like my dad, the OG Star Wars fan, on for an episode right after we go out as a family to see the new movie. It'll
Mm-hmm.
be like the day, and I'm gonna get his like reaction to it all and everything. I think that'll be kind of cool to see.
That would be amazing.
Cause yeah, man, it'll be kind of a neat like full circle feel to do
Yeah.
that.
And what's I about to say? Like I'm still want to buy other like activity, not activity, but other stuff for my outfit, like cosplay for
Oh,
a Jedi stuff. So I still need to buy like other stuff.
hell yeah! What are
Hmm.
you looking for?
I still need to get the boots. I still need to get a lightsaber. I already have the Obi-Wan
What color are you
Kenobi's.
going with?
For lightsaber, it's always going to be green or blue. I'm not. I'm a Jedi. I'm not a Sith. But
Yeah, but there's
I want to,
orange, there's yellow,
yeah.
there's
But
purple.
purple, that's not really like, yeah, it's a Jedi, but like a true Jedi is blue or green.
You right. You right. You're
Yeah.
not wrong. I feel you.
And then and I want a double lightsaber. I don't want like just one. I want double.
Hell yeah, that's cool. And
Yeah.
then I always thought it'd be cool to see. a human twirl him like General Grievous does. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That would be
That shit
amazing.
would be cool. Uh what was I gonna say? Oh, the other character I was hyped to tell you about, bro, for Jump Force. The last one I was like building up to. I forgot all about this. Law. Ah, bro. That's what I was trying to build it up to. I was building it up
Oh
so
my
much that I
gosh,
forgot. Yeah.
Law.
And it's
Law.
dope, bro. This
Freaking
radio knife
Law.
move he has. This radio knife move he has. Oh, it's
Uh-huh.
tight. It is cool. The cutscenes for his moves are
Freaking
really
Law.
cool and dramatic.
That is
And you can
just
use his if you have
crazy.
the character, you get his jacket.
Oh, that's lit.
Oh, it's dope. It's worth it. It's worth it.
And I remember the scene from Naruto that I'm talking about that actually got me into it more is the what do you call it again when they was doing the belt training with Kakashi.
Yeah, trying to.
That's the part
Yeah,
that
man.
got to me.
Yeah, I think that's what if that doesn't hook you, then maybe it's not for you. You know, that's kind of like the
Yeah.
telling moment. Like
But then the
that.
other
That's
funny thing, they copy that in other shows.
oh oh yeah. So many shows are like
Like My
that's
Hero
the
Act
staple now.
I think where did I see that example on? I think I saw it on Demon Slayer. No, I didn't see it on Demon Slayer. I saw it on Black Clover. Yeah, I think it is Demon Slayer. I saw no, not Demon Slayer. Trying to think because I know I saw it on other shows.
I was trying to think of which one you're thinking of.
Yeah.
But I know the same basic principle of that has been mimicked throughout Shonen Jump series over
Mm-hmm.
and over.
Rather than that, it would be One Piece first. It would be no, not Naruto. Dragon Ball Z second. Naruto, My Hero Academia, um, Demon Slayer, Sword Art Online. I'm trying to think of that other show that was kind of like Sword Art Online, but it's with like another gaming anime show.
It was like a game one, like
Yeah, it's
an
like a
isekai.
yeah, it's kind of like an open world game, and it was with like one. It was like the Shield Hero. Oh, the Shield Hero.
Rising of a Shield Hero. Yeah,
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 they
that
did it.
one's
They
good.
had to bring it back. I don't know what they're doing. Like they
Have
stop
you
it.
have you tried other ones like that time I got reincarnated as a slime and
I saw um Goblin Slayer.
Goblin Slayer is another one.
Oh, but
Yeah,
is
there's so many
Violet
in that isekai.
in what isekai? What's that show?
No, there's so many. That's
Oh,
that genre of anime. There's so
oh
many
yeah.
that are isekai now that I think Sword Art Online kind of ignited that.
hmm And I kind of think that Goblin Slayer, because a lot of people can't really get into it because the first episode they just go, oh, it's kind of like Game of Thrones. Like
it,
if you could survive
it's
the
the
first couple of episodes because there was so much happening, there was so much blood, there was so much sex, there was so much raping, blah blah blah. But then in Goblin Slayer, if you could survive the
right.
first episode, you could survive the rest of the show because they show everything out. They show goblins raping little girls and all that. And it's just weird. I said, oh my gosh, really? That's why they
Yeah, they're like,
continue.
"Hey, can you watch this show? This is for adults." See, by adults I mean people that can handle this.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what? I was talking to my fiance on a episode a couple weeks ago, and I feel like my first isekai type show, if you think about it, for all of us, Spy Kids 3D was kind of
Oh,
an isekai.
wow. Spy Kids 3D. I
Bro, that's
remember
an
when that show.
isekai. That's a live
No, I
action. That's
say,
like a
no, I'd
Netflix
say,
live action.
I say Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Yeah, bro. Okay, I feel you. That's that era. You know what? We're from the same era. If we,
Hmm.
that's what we grew up on, man.
I think he wants to be in the show now.
Bro, he all excited. He's fucking loves Spy Kids. That's actually what he just said. He's like, bro, let's
I
go
love
watch
that
it.
movie. Let's go watch it. Forget about this thing. Let's just turn it off and just go watch Spy
Dude,
Kids.
do you have any animals that watch like TV with you?
No. I they up there, yeah, but down here I don't have any animals.
Ah, I meant like the ones at home. You know, that like
Oh
that
yeah, they do. They
they
all
watch
watch.
the TV.
Yeah, all watch TV.
Yeah, dude, he's one of them dogs that like when there's other dogs on the TV, his nose is like against the TV and he's watched everything and he'll like whimper at parts of it sad. Like, bro, do not watch JoJo's with my fucking dog. He gets upset if they kill a dog in JoJo's, bro.
You
That
should
happens.
play. You should play the scene from was it Zootopia and see what happens. You,
Yes.
you remember
Oh
the part
no,
with
bro.
it?
Yeah. Yeah. And he'll bro, he's he just reacts so much. I can't watch like when Disney Plus came out, I saw that there was like how dogs got their shape was a documentary or some shit
Uh,
on there, and I was like, I want to watch this, and I tried to
wait,
watch it, and
really?
he just he's against the screen and like running around, and he like gets all kinds of hype. He can't handle it.
I just got Disney Plus, so I have to check that out. I got it like
Dude,
3 weeks
it
ago.
looked like a great documentary from the 15 minutes I watched before he annoyed the shit out of me.
Okay, yeah, those
Because it's
documentaries get you
crazy to
boring
think.
sometimes.
No. Before he annoyed the shit out of me, I ain't get bored.
Oh,
He just gets real hyped and wants to play. But fucking the dog, how dogs got their shape is so interesting because it's crazy to think, especially since I have the biggest dog and the littlest dog, it's crazy to think they all came as descendants of wolves. I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, but maybe not wiener dogs. That's what I always kind of think in the back of my head. I'm like, maybe not like these
No,
weird,
wiener dogs too. They all
right?
it's
It's
kind of like it's.
some way, and I want to find that out. I want to watch that goddamn documentary.
But you can't when the dog's around.
Bro, the dog he always want to hang out. I'm gonna have to watch it on the plane or something. I'm gonna watch it when I'm away from him.
Yeah, watch it on your phone.
Yeah, there you go. Dude, and then my cat loves when I play like Game Boy like or like on my Nintendo or anything. He like hops up on my shoulder and like likes to watch the small screens. He doesn't care about a big screen, but if it's something on a small screen that like glows like that,
That's weird.
right? And he's done it ever since he was a kitten, and he now he doesn't like really fit on my shoulders anymore. He's a fat ass cat. He's like 25 right? And he tries to throw himself up there, and I'm like, I mean, you could try,
Oh my
buddy.
gosh,
But
that's funny.
he's just like constantly sliding off and repositioning in himself. But
That's
he's
just
like,
hilarious.
it is. I always forget that it's gonna happen when I'm doing it too. You'll just jump up on my shoulder. But what series currently airing would you say is your favorite right now? That's what I want to know.
Aaron, like anime show,
Yeah.
One Piece.
Oh yeah, well it's still airing. Yep.
Hmm.
I You know who Nuxtaku, the YouTuber is? He's an anime YouTuber.
I think so. I don't really know.
He makes just some fun anime videos. Anyway, he put up a video today, and within his videos, I always see more of One Piece, and it entices me. I personally don't watch One Piece, but I saw like a thing about One Piece. He does a series of videos called Biggest Flexes in Anime, and
Hmm.
just like go through a list of when characters were undeniably badass. Like he just did the second Mitsukage, like the clam guy in the fourth Great Ninja War,
Hmm.
when he was flexing so hard on everybody, making them feel like dumbasses with the I'm over here. No, you're not trying. And he just
Yeah. I'm trying to think who else does that.
well, another great one that he brought up that I didn't know from One Piece was I don't remember his name and I don't want to butcher it, but this dude with giant fucking earlobes
Giant
that you can't make fun of his ears.
earlobes. Giant earlobes.
In One Piece, you can't make fun of his ears or he gets mad and like rages.
What's his name? You can't get you can't make fun of his face or his earlobes.
I thought it was his
You
earlobes.
sure it's not his face?
Eh,
Is he a villain?
yeah, he's a villain. It's probably his face.
Yeah, he's tall, right?
I think so. Do you know if you say his name, I'll probably
Wait, let me show you. I think I can show you on my.
Eldon or something.
Is it this guy? Right? Hold on, let me just go to YouTube real quick. I think it was. Yeah, I don't really know.
I don't know. It was also I got big ears. Like I stretch my ears and shit. So I was just like, oh, that's cool. I fuck with that. I love
Yeah,
characters have them like Buddha type stretched ears and anime
I
that
I
always
think
is.
that's like the longest show that's been on air, and it's still number one. One Piece.
Hell yeah, man.
This is on
Props to
10.
you, the people that can watch it all the way through, man.
I can. It's actually really good. Like if you actually love One Piece, like the first 10 episodes when I first started watching One Piece was like actually like 4 years ago. Somebody told me talk to me about One Piece, like even though it's been out for a long time. And I said, how many episodes in there? They said about like 800. I said, what? 800? Ooh, that should be fun. And so I started watching it after like 5 episodes.
I
For the
like the way
past
you look at
month,
life.
for the
Oh,
past
that's gonna be
month,
fun.
for the past month, I didn't go to sleep until like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Hell yeah.
4 o'clock in the morning because I was in my bed underneath the covers watching One Piece.
That's some
And
real weed.
like I wanted to go to sleep, but then I keep saying to myself, okay, this last episode, I gotta go to sleep, Elijah. And then the next episode, so, oh no, okay, one more episode, and then I go to sleep, and then it keeps doing the same thing for like hours
Like,
and
why
hours and
you
hours.
so hype? Oh man. Oh,
Okay,
that's
I
great.
stayed up 24 hours one time watching it.
Watching One Piece.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
let me see if I
That's
can.
awesome, man. Who's your
Uh,
favorite character within One Piece? Is it Law?
No, it's not Law. It's of course everybody's gonna say Luffy. I do love Luffy, but it's Zoro.
Yeah,
I
Zoro's a
love
badass.
Zoro.
Can't
Zoro's
deny.
the one. But even though Luffy and Zoro is like the same thing, Zoro would be my first, and then it'd be Usopp second, and then hold on. Oh, I forgot there's a new episode today.
Oh shit! I know what you're
Oh,
doing after this.
oh yeah, I'm watching One Piece. Wait, today's Saturday. Oh no, I just saw My Hero today, so My Hero's already because I have an agenda that I do because Doctor Stone comes out on Friday. That's the show I
Bro,
actually
you
do.
already know.
Saturday is One Piece and My Hero. Sunday is Black Clover, and now I just have to find episodes that's
Wait,
on Monday, Tuesday.
Sunday's Black Clover, but you're watching dub. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
Cause I watch Black Clover on Wednesday mornings.
sub.
Yeah.
Yeah, dub is
So
Sunday.
Wednesday
Uh,
mornings or Tuesday nights is when I watch Black Clover, which man, when they would, so I used anime to help lose a large amount of weight, and I love watching episodes on while I do my cardio, and I
Wait, you
love,
watch an episode while you do cardio?
yeah, that was kind of my thing.
How does that work?
Like while I'm on the stair stepper or on the elliptical, and I just watch. Uh,
Like if you're on the treadmill.
yeah, I just don't do the treadmill though because just like secret to working out at the gym at least. Treadmill doesn't burn as many calories as the stair stepper
Okay.
or the elliptical.
Okay.
But uh yeah, dude, I made like a commitment to like only going further in a series if I was at like I started with Bleach I was like, I'm only gonna watch the next episode. I'm only gonna continue this if I'm at the gym, and it was a way to make myself go to the gym. I used to
Mm-hmm.
be 420 pounds, like 2.5, almost 3 years ago now.
Wow. I'm trying to
Yeah,
I'm trying to lose weight now too, so that's crazy.
yeah, man. I never thought I'd be where I'm at, and I think everyone has that in them. It's just a matter of wanting to. It's just a matter of
Mm-hmm.
wanting. That's all it took. It was me to eventually want it enough to where it was undeniable that I just had to put in the work for it. And
Mm-hmm. And look at where
but
you
but
at now.
look, yeah, man. Thanks. Yeah. And then but the my real trick in the beginning was I would be doing 45 minutes of cardio some days, because I would just be watching Bleach for fucking like 3 episodes. You watch just a 3 episode binge instead of sitting on the couch doing it on the elliptical. Not only are you going to use your time more wisely, obviously, but there's to me, I'm a deep person. I'm a deep person. So to
Mm-hmm.
me, whenever I feel for a show strongly like that, and that character, that protagonist is like pushing themselves or going through a struggle, and
Mm-hmm.
I am like out of breath and going through that struggle,
Mm-hmm.
I resonate with them and have resolve with them. I feel like I went through that with them in a way, and it just makes me connect with those shows and those characters more.
Mm-hmm.
On that's how in my head that's the way I work, and then I go get off that and I go listening to like anime opening like theme songs, listening to like Bluebird while I go do bench press after that shit. Just be in that Naruto mode.
like definitely when you watch Dragon Ball Z and see Goku doing all this
Bro.
exercise.
And see, Dragon Ball was actually the first like anime that I really watched, and that's what got me. And it was a friend that was really into working out, who wore a weighted vest to work,
Mm-hmm.
right?
I used to
I
wear
thought he was a cool. Go ahead.
I used to put weights inside my backpack and like run around or like walk. If I need to walk to the store, I would put weights in my backpack.
Hell
And
yeah.
then so okay, so because I carry a camera bag all the time, so that has weight all the time. So like when I go out
Oh, dude, I
filming,
wanted to talk to you about that. Yeah. What do you shoot with?
I'm a Canon T6i with a 4K cinema lens, and I have a Ronin
Oh,
mic,
that
and
lens.
I just got a monitor today.
Hell yeah, dude. I that's really awesome. I'm a Canon guy too, and I love when I find a fellow Canon
Mm-hmm.
enthusiast. I shoot with a Canon 20D currently. Or no.
70D.
I had either the 20 and then got the 40, or forgive me, is 20 better or 40 better? I had the worst, and then I just recently like
40 because it's the 70D, so that's the 40 is a little old.
right, yeah. So the 20D is the newer one that I got, and those, like, by the way, used on Amazon refurbished are only like $250, by the way, which is pretty fuck.
Wow.
That's that if you have I have quite a variety of lenses, and
Mm-hmm.
that's more of what it comes down to, in my opinion. The until I can afford a Canon 5D like Mark II or better,
Mm-hmm.
that that's like kind of my sweet spot, is just a 20D or a 40D, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
But
So,
I have high hopes with, now that I'm getting into video editing with this, and my previous, I've done photography my whole life and have a small like business. I do like senior photos, weddings, shit
okay.
like that. And now that I'm getting into video editing now, I really want to get a camera with video capabilities, so like a Canon 5D Mark II,
Yeah, that's what
or
I want. That's like my dream camera.
oh,
Or no, my dream camera is to get a red weapon. That's like the camera I
oh
want to
yeah,
get.
that's the dream, obviously, bro. Come on, get
Yeah,
the fuck
and
out of here,
I
bro. That's
go
the
to a
dream.
film school, so I actually
Oh
passed
wait, that's
my
awesome.
I passed my last two classes. I took cinematography too and acting
Oh,
class, but in my cinematography 2 class, we actually got to actually touch the bigger cameras and actually work with it. Like, so now I'm certified with the
you got to
2
play with it
cameras.
for a second?
I
Oh,
got to play with the red weapon, of course. That was
shut
pretty
up.
easy. I got to play with the
This, this
Panasonic,
is so inside boss. Oh wait, the Panasonic.
not the Panasonic. But I keep thinking it started with a P, but it's the first ever camera that they filmed film. So we had to
Oh
actually learn
wow.
how to actually like put the film
You had to
inside
touch
the
the oldest and the newest. Like,
yeah, and like the cool thing about the old film, they actually had to load the film in the cart, so we had to do it in this dark red in this dark room because if
hell
you
yeah.
have light that hits the film, it would mess up the
Oh,
whole thing.
I took photo 1 and 2 and 3 in high school. I feel you.
Yeah, so it was pretty funny and pretty hard because we had to because it's huge. This camera's huge, and the other thing
Yeah, to
that we got
have
to
that big
touch
thing.
is this is the camera is 100. It's more expensive than the Red camera. It's $150,000 camera. The Alexa.
Oh,
Yeah,
I that one. Wow.
yeah. The
Yeah.
Alexa is the newest camera that they use out in the market right now. That's better than the Red.
Yeah, I use the built-in camera on my new MacBook to record this fucking
And
podcast.
or use the iPhone 11 Pro because that's what I'm using.
Okay. Okay, I have the new iPhone and I just well, not the newest one, but the X. And
Okay.
I on my Christmas wish list, I was looking at things I wanted small things, right?
Mhm.
And fucking I came across I'm getting this wide angle like attachment lens for
It's the fisheye lens.
yeah, well, no, it's just it's not it doesn't fisheye as much as it is just a wide angle lens. There's not
Okay.
much curvature to it. And I already checked and like people's user reviews, like the edges aren't too soft and everything.
Mhm.
And when you screw off the top one, then it is a macro underneath that
Mhm.
and it just slides on to a phone. I should be getting paid. Like I I am sold on this shit and I'm selling it.
I
Anyone else on it. And it's only $28.
20. Okay.
Dude, it looks
I
cool.
think I had one of those before. It's like a wide lens to make your camera a
Yeah.
little wider.
Right.
But that's the funniest thing. If you have the 11 Pro, you don't really need that anymore.
Oh yeah, because it's even better. Yeah, you're
It
right.
has
You're right.
have ultra wide mode now on the. That's why they have like that. That's why a lot of people say it looks like a stove. Like my friend Tree, he said, Elijah, you got the stove, the I can't even say the word right. Stove phone. Like when you cook on the stove,
Yeah.
and it has like 3 stove or like 4, but it looks like 3.
3 burners. Yeah,
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 that's what it looks like.
yeah. Right. Yeah, I've seen the camera. That's uh I It's cool. I didn't so I I was looking I was like, well, maybe I should get a camcorder for this podcast for an additional camera. But I was looking into it and I was like, wait, what are the specs on this camcorder? Okay. Now what are the specs on my phone camera? Oh, my phone records in 4K. I forget that sometimes.
Mhm.
For like the fact
You
that
should.
all of our phones just record in 4K that and they're like indestructible.
Mhm.
Fucking we live in the
Who
future,
needs
bro.
who needs like actual cameras anymore? You could just set up your phone and like record anything
We live in
without
the future, dude. We live in the future and it's just cool to think about it. Especially you being a tech guy to an extent as am I, like the ways that we just see like progression, like the ways that we progress from the
it's about to be 2020. Like who knew this earth would be
hey
here for how like out of all like we was born in the 2000s, not in like the 1930s. like 30 or like the 1800s or the 1700s, because I bet you their life was even horrible than what it is
Bro, and
now.
there wasn't like constant hope like there is now. I feel like there's
Yeah.
only been this constant hope and only in select countries for the past 50 or so years. Other than that, like before that, there wasn't this constant like we're gonna keep doing cool shit, I think. And like that's been the general feel for the past like 50 years.
I'm just waiting for them to make a realistic, because they already have the VR, the virtual reality.
Yeah.
I
I
want
like
them to
augmented reality
I
more.
want them to make a VR set that will take your that hooks up to the back of your neck, not hooked up like not like a plug, but it
I don't
takes
know, dude.
your
Put me in the Matrix. Fuck it.
you ever no, not the Matrix. You ever watch Sword Art Online?
Oh yeah.
You know how they like connect to the system, and they was stuck in there because their brain was
Yeah.
connected to it, but like
It's like
just
attached to the brainstem, basically.
no, not attached. They don't plug anything in. It's just like a Wi-Fi, like a sensor that connects to the
Right,
brain,
right. It's like
and
above their head, yeah.
yeah, and actually takes their inner outer self into the astral game, and that's how I want it. I wanted to live in a fantasy world. I want to live in a virtual reality world. That would be pretty lit.
Yes, I agree. That is cool. The thing I'm excited for the future feel is like the Microsoft HoloLens, like shit like that, that like augmented reality, like adding like you know how the have you seen how the HoloLens basically like you add like widgets basically to your like countertop in your refrigerator, but like they don't
I
appear unless
know.
you're wearing the glasses.
I don't
Like when you
think
walk
so.
around, it like it's already like
Oh, like you
you
can
can
see
like
it.
you can put things on any surface. You can like put
Okay.
Minecraft down on a table and then like move the whole like world around and look around it like you can I mean the commercial for it, I mean it came out like a couple years ago, but like they're still improving it and
Mm-hmm.
it's like final version still hasn't been released, but that kind of thing combined with what you're saying, I mean just put me in the Matrix. Put me in the Matrix
Nah,
or
I think
destroy it all and let me
how
start
you
over Dr. Stone.
we're not in the Matrix right now?
Oh yeah, no, we might be. This might be my CIC, bro. This might be my creative character.
Yeah, and you
I
never know. That's the other thing. Because remember in the Matrix, they pull something out of his neck, not his neck, his
Yeah,
back of the head, and he was
right.
asleep the whole time. But we don't know until it actually happens. Until we
You're
were,
right.
until we the chosen one, like until we know we the chosen one, we have to wake up.
Right, right, right. I'm excited.
Yeah,
There's an announcement about a new Matrix movie coming out, right?
yeah.
The same day John Wick comes out, it's supposed to come out, is what I heard actually.
And I heard that he's gonna be in it too.
Yeah, John Wick in both of them. He's like, fuck it. There's enough Wick for everybody.
I know it's
you
gonna be really
you
good.
son of a bitch.
It's gonna be really good.
He's not wrong. There's enough Wick for everybody. He's
Hmm.
simply himself, just a
I haven't
badass.
I haven't saw one John Wick yet.
I
Oh,
watched 15 minutes of the first one, and that was it.
what's what I say? Oh, that's the one thing I forgot to talk about. I'm addicted to chocolate milk. I can't live without it.
To what? Chocolate milk? Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
if you like, that's the only thing I drink all day, every day. I can't
Hell
live
yeah.
without it. Like even everybody, like if you ask everybody, say, "Oh, is Elijah addicted to chocolate?" Well, yeah, no matter what, he's gonna talk about it. If you like hanging out,
Bro,
he's gonna
that's
bring it
why
up.
you're. That's what they call you, Sea Bear, right?
No, I don't
Chocolate.
know. No, not that's not because they call me C Bear, but
No, I just fuck around, but
yeah.
it's great. Yeah, man, I would love all this future to keep happening, but I also fantasize about being put in that Doctor Stone type universe and going all the way
Mm-hmm.
back. Like, let's start over.
Okay.
Let's, but you know, I fantasize about being that magma type guy
Okay.
in Doctor Stone. Okay.
Okay. So I have a question for you. Okay. My friend asks me this all the time. Okay. From what show? I'm gonna give you three shows. You have to pick one show to be in. Okay. Like in that world. Would you pick
Yeah.
One Piece, Naruto, or Dragon Ball Z?
Naruto.
Naruto world.
Naruto because Dragon Ball. There's too many civilians and I there's not enough people that like have powers and the world is constantly in jeopardy.
Mm-hmm.
One Piece, I'm just not that big a fan of One Piece. And
No,
when
it's
it
not.
comes to Naruto,
It's not like One Piece. It's the atmosphere of One Piece, like pirates and all that.
I
And
get
then
it.
in
I
Naruto,
get
it's
it.
ninjas and
I
all
I
that. Like,
don't. I'm about the ninjas and the individual Kekkei Genkais and chakra
okay,
abilities. What about you? What's your answer?
One Piece. I would
Yeah.
love to be a pirate, like, cause pirates they free. They could do whatever they want. They could go out. Yeah, they robbers, but it's like they are nice pirates actually out there that don't rob people, that help people, that still gets a lot of money from treasures and all that. Because they're explorers. They like to explore places. They like to go the beyond and go on free will. That's why I
Do you
think
like more
pirates.
adventure-based anime because
Yeah,
of
I
One
do.
Piece?
I kind of do.
Like
Yeah, I'm an
like the
explorer.
Go ahead.
I'm like kind of like an explorer, so I like to explore places that I've never been to before. Even though
Awesome. Where have
I
you
never
what's your favorite place you've visited?
California,
Yeah. Yeah.
because I live in California and never left California.
Uh, you never left?
That never left California for the 23 years I never
Oh,
left.
bro, you
That's why I
just living
wish.
in paradise. You're like, I'm good on the rest.
No, I wanna go look at places that I've never been at before.
Where would you want to go, man? First,
Um, Ireland,
Ireland. Why
because
Ireland?
I'm Irish and Italian,
Oh, okay, okay.
and that's my ancestors is that. So I want to go view, and then after that, I want to go to Japan, of course, because Japan.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I think every weeb wants to go to Japan, bro. Let's be real.
But I don't want to take. I don't want to take a plane to Japan. I want to
I'm gonna take a
do.
train.
Nope. You can't take a train to Japan.
Well, not to Japan, but like through Japan.
Through Japan.
You're right. You're right. You can't take a train to.
No,
Like
I'm gonna get on a cruise ship and just take the cruise all the
to
way to
Japan.
Japan. Yeah, it goes through
Hell yeah.
Alaska, it goes through all like the Caribbeans, and then it goes to Japan. So not only you get Japan, and you get the other countries too in one.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
All right. So before we go, what's the main character throughout all of anime that you would say you could relate to, or you always look to for resolve, or look to for help with moral issues, or you just have has really impacted your life?
I say Luffy.
What about Luffy? Or what about
Um,
your life
I
that
would
you have
say
that you,
I would say because Luffy don't let nobody push him around, and I grew up getting bullied. So, in my opinion, I think that's like really good because he goes for his dreams. Because he said, "One day I'm gonna get the One Piece and become king of the pirates," and everybody just laugh at him and say, "No, you're not even gonna get close." And he said, "Okay, you can believe me, you cannot," and he doesn't really like let people tell him not to, and he mostly chase after his dreams because if you don't have a dream, you can't have hope, and he has hope.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome, man. That's a good answer. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Was there anything yeah, man, I feel you on that. I That's why that's one of the reasons I need to that I want to watch One Piece. I was definitely bullied growing up and
Hmm.
shit, and now that I have found like
What did
solace
you?
within the
Because you say you was bullied. Like, what did the bullies do to you?
oh, bro, I could that's a whole episode of Dr. Phil if you want to get into it. But
I got.
I was always bullied. I was the emo kid on the varsity
Okay.
football team. On the varsity football
Wait,
team, so
you
like
was on the football team, and that's because I thought the football team is the one who bully people.
yeah, no, that was the thing. My teammates, the ones that I was sharing blood, sweat, and tears with, were also the ones that would like make me go home like crying every day. Like I got bullied for
Wow.
being a gay kid, but I'm not a gay kid. Like I'm engaged to my fiance. Like I'm not. There was never a question of that in high school, but like because I wore skinny jeans and band shirts and listened to emo music and wasn't like their friend.
I listen to like heavy metal death music though, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I grew up on. Like and
Mhm. Same here.
I was in the same demographic as anime kids. I just never watched anime growing up because I was bullied so much that I didn't want another thing for people to bully me about. Then
Mhm.
when I got older and I didn't have the pressure of all them around me and I started making new friends that I actually enjoyed, they showed me Dragon Ball and then I've really took off from there. And
Mhm.
what about you? What'd you get bullied about, man?
Mostly about my voice. Cause you can tell by how I'm talking mostly. They keep saying like, "Oh, like you gay," blah blah. But that's all through middle school and kind of think first year of high school. But then I started changing. But I was my head got stuck in the toilet so many times by them. I got thrown in the trash can. I got wedgies. I got
Okay.
beat up. I got name calling. I burned the cops a whole bunch of time. Almost was at the point of cutting myself, but I didn't. What else? Um,
No, dude, thanks for
but
being
then,
honest about all that stuff
yeah.
because people need to know like that's that real shit, man. I was institutionalized my senior year of high school
Mm-hmm. Oops,
when I
my
quit the
earphones
football
fell off.
team. I played football 10 years my whole life and I had to be institutionalized my senior year because
Mm.
I quit football because of the bullying and shit. Like it got that bad. 10 years of my
Like
life though, and like I just couldn't do it no more. So
I
and I
kind of,
like
I kind of got over it after the 10th grade, I would say, because I that's when I met my stepdad because we fought a couple of times already. And then a year later, he got me into, of course, heavy metal and death music and all because he's a drummer. And
oh,
he
nice.
got me into something that I started when I was 12 years old, skateboarding. So
Hell yeah.
I started hanging out with the skating crew, like skating, like
Skateboard kids,
yeah,
yeah.
and all that. And they pick on me, like they mess with me, they call me name, but in a way to make me tougher because
Right.
we all skate, so they mostly and I got really really good at skateboarding too. So when people see us, oh, there go the skaters because every single day after school we mobbing out like 5 or 10 of us mobbing out of the school together. So oh, there goes the skaters. So like
Right, right.
I don't really met like I kind of laugh at bullies now because if you positive towards them, they won't really do anything to you because the reason why they bully in the first place is because the problems that they have at home.
Right, right. I was the dude everyone bullied for the reaction. They
Hmm.
knew they could get a reaction out of me. I was the nice person that was friends with everyone, but they want to make a goof, so they see if they can make the big fat kid get really mad about something, just something trivial that's not even something I care about. You can tease me about over and over again. When I was young,
Hmm.
they could just tease me about and I'd eventually blow up. And it was just, uh,
Yeah, it's
I
crazy.
took growing up to get over that, but I don't know, man. Like you said, I remember like some of the worst shit. We had to we had to like walk to the practice fields from the high school every day, and it was like 2 football field lengths like away.
Hmm.
It was like a little trail, and our coach would drive his truck on it, and a lot of the like top players or whatever would ride in the bed of the coach's truck. This is in the backwoods of like Missouri, by the way.
Yeah.
And he I never really sat on the truck, but one day there was room on like the bed of the truck with the tailgate down, so I just like sat there and was riding back after practice. I had a really good practice, and everyone was like complimenting me on like a hit I had and shit. I was going good, and some dude just started picking on me on the truck, so called me a faggot. I was when I was in high school is whenever that was the number one fucking like everybody's go-to insult.
That's crazy.
And some dude literally drop kicked me off a moving vehicle, bro, off a moving truck, like while the coach was driving back, and like I like rolled on the ground, bro. Like I had road rash, like right, like
wow.
That's some right. And meanwhile, he's supposed to be my teammate and shit, and like it was a truck full of other linemen specifically.
Did they all laugh?
Yeah, man. Yeah, the whole truck full of people. There wasn't one person that felt bad for me or picked me up.
I would go ahead and already start whooping at people. Like,
oh, dude, but that's the thing. They wanted me to fight them. I would get in fights afterwards, and it was like a high school, a 50s movie. They would circle their cars around us in the lower parking lot after high school, after football practice, and I'd whoop ass, and they would still tease me about having the way I kicked that guy's ass. I'm not even front, dude. It was the weirdest toxic environment. There was no wind to it. But and you know, it set me back a lot. But this podcast and anime and losing weight and everything has all like really come together to change me, and I'm using this to find and make new friends, especially since I'm living in the middle of nowhere. So just finding more like-minded people is this is a great bridge. So I moved from St. Louis just like 6 months ago. I was living in Southside St. Louis for the past few years, but my fiance is going to school for engineering management out in the middle of nowhere, but it's the #1 engineering management program in the country, but it's 2 hours out into the middle of nothing. I live in a town of 438 people.
Ooh, that is little. 483 people.
Bro, 438. Don't even add that 60. Fuck that. I don't have that 60. 438, bro. It is small. And it's just cool to reach out to people like you and other people that are just I'm like, wait, you're a fan of these animes? Then let's just talk a minute, because I'm sure there's other things we can talk about. And I think everybody in anime has different ways that we can all have something in common if you just explore that interest a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
But thanks for talking so much about, you know, being a like so vulnerable with the bullying thing, because I think, you know, both of us sharing those stories is it's important for people to know. It
is. That's why a lot of people get shocked these days, because these bullies are taking it to it's 2019, 2020. It's not like how it was back in the day when people get bullied. Like back in my day, they didn't even think about guns like this. But now, if you get bullied now, that's like, okay, RIP to you. Bully this kid. Mess with this kid around. See what happens one day if he shows up with a gun and shoot everybody after school.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's worst case, but way too common is it becoming. I feel you.
Yeah.
All right, man. On a lighter note, is there anything you'd like to plug before we head out? Close up this episode.
No. Plug? What do you mean by plug?
Like, you got the Jedi series coming out. When do you think the first episode of that's gonna drop?
I would say 2 weeks. No, week, because I'm gonna edit it. Because I'm actually gonna post this, because I haven't posted anything in like 5 months. So I'm gonna post it like next week. If I film it tomorrow, I'll try to post it next week.
Awesome, and I look forward to seeing it. I'll definitely give you a shout out on Instagram.
Okay.
But appreciate you coming on, man, and definitely have to talk to you again once your series gets going. Maybe we come on and talk about it once you got some content that I can check out. I'm really excited. The story, the idea of it sounds really cool, so I'm excited to see what you do.
And if you want to check out the Harry Potter series, I already have videos already in my feed already. On my
Hell
Instagram.
yeah, man. I definitely do. I'm going to check that out after we get off, for sure.
Okay.
All right. Awesome, man. All right. Well, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it, man.
No problem.